Hello, everybody. Welcome to my morning live chit chat with coffee. I'm just gonna try and adjust my camera. I think that's pretty good. Move my towel. Grab my coffee. Good morning. Yummy coffee. How's everybody this fine morning? It's March 1st. Yay! February's over. Hi, SJ Vlogs and Songs. How's it going? I got a new haircut yesterday, and it's really curly. It's called a diva cut, where they take each individual curl and they cut it, and then they wash it and do it afterwards. And then, because this is my natural curl, but then it's all finger brushed through. And this is how I woke up. So it actually stayed and not all frizzy. And they're like, stop using a brush, you're breaking your hair, and it gets all frizzy and stuff. So I'm like, woohoo. Hi, Puppy's Breath. Oh, thank you very much for the compliment, SJ Vlogs. Thanks. Yes, it's neat. Well, I got a couple of inches cut off on the back, like the way that was cut and the way my hair grows. It was going more like a V at the back. Like it looked shorter on in the front, but in the back there was like a good 4 inches difference in spots. Like it didn't quite grow uniformly. So this way, with my curls and the way that they cut it, it should grow better and look nicer for longer. Let's get the chat over here. Yeah, I used to have really curly hair too, hard to manage, but yeah, stay away from brushes. Yeah, so I did pick up the products from the salon. Like my friend bought it for me. My friend and a couple of other friends put some money together and got me the haircut for my birthday, and then I bought the products that she used on my hair so I could hopefully try and recreate it. And she did different things with my hair, like than I normally would have done, because normally I throw a brush in and just let it dry naturally. But like she was like putting a tiny bit of like this leave-in conditioner stuff in, and I could put a bit of this conditioner just with water in a spray bottle and just like finger put my hair, and then it's like going, tilting my head forward and then drawing my hair upside down. I never really did that before because that was too much work. But I'm like, okay, and it stayed like this. I'm like, I toss and turn. My husband calls me the rotisserie chicken because I'm always tossing and turning. So this is what tossing and turning. And all I like this morning, like I went to the washroom and stuff, and I washed my hands, and then I just put some water. There's a little bit of fluff up here. I'll go find it. I'll get it. So she did. You could probably get it in the States because it's probably cheaper there. Up here in Canada, it's expensive. So yeah, so I just bought what she used in my hair, and she said you just use a little bit. Like she showed me what she used. So yeah, it's Diva Curl. That was the original shampoo. That's called No Poo. So there's like none of the bad stuff in shampoo, and you use like I was gonna say a toonie. Those of you who don't know, is like your silver dollar size amounts of shampoo. And the major thing is this rubbing it in. It just doesn't really lather at all. And then you lather it in, and then you lather it out. And then I got this one's the Decadent, so this is for really curly hair. Like, they showed if pictures of your hair. Mine's between there's a wave, there's curly. Mine's curly, between curly and like African curly hair, like Afro type, because my dad's half black. My dad's like half black and Arawak Indian and stuff, so he had an afro, so I got that kink a bit. So this was also, my hair was really, really dry, and this stuff you put in and then you rinse it out. But you could put a little bit of this as a leave-in conditioner too in a spray bottle. And then there was this gel, but it's not gel. It's a gel to kind of hold it. Like, it's not stiff, but kind of it's good for curly hair. So it's called Archangel gel. So yeah, it was not necessarily cheap, but I figured I would buy these products. My friend who also, like, who goes there often, she has a lot more kink in her hair and more kinky spirals. She uses some of the products and she uses other products in between too. And so she's like, but it's really neat how they cut it. Like, my appointment was at 1:15, and I didn't get done till 3:15. Yes, guy, haircut. It's called a diva cut. They took each individual curl and then cut it and then washed it afterwards. And then, like, finger styled, like, just went like this and dried it and stuff. And this is how I have on my Facebook was a better picture. I'm gonna do a little video of my before and after. Like, we got pictures of my hair before and what it looks afterwards, like the back, because I can't take a picture of my back. So, good morning, Cindy. How's it going? Hey, Jasmine. It's because the curl is done. I only got about an inch off the sides, but at the back, like, there was almost 4 inches difference at the back because the way that my hair grew, it was kind of like a V, but then it was kind of jaggedy because my hair grows at different lengths because of the curl. And before, when you get your hair, if you wash your hair and you get your hair cut straight, I had different hair, shorter than longer, so at the end it was like stringly. But I like how this, let's have a little curl that's gone crazy there. There we go. I like how it turned out, and it's been really easy to manage. I mean, I kind of woke up like this, so and I have frizzy hair all the time, and it's not frizzy like when I wake up in the morning usually, because I toss and turn so much. My hair, I look like Albert Einstein's, like, sister. Or the Bride of Frankenstein. So now it didn't turn out that way, so I'm just gonna try and put this in. Okay. Just putting my back massaging thingy on. My back's sore today. And since I'm sitting here chit-chatting, stuff that keeps, exactly, stuff to keep your waves and shining. Like, so it kind of, like, my biggest problem is when I've gone on vacation and we go swimming, and then the weight of the water makes my hair all look weird. When I had long hair, I wore a silk cap. Yes, well, that was also suggested of either a silk cap or a silk pillowcase, so that your hair doesn't go all messy. But yeah, let's see, just catch you. Hey Fee, how's it going? You made a new YouTube. Yeah, because you were Fiona, right? Yes, and Jasmine, I love your hair. It's beautiful. So is your name like Fiona or Fee? Yes, my hair normally is very big. Like, especially if I brushed it out, it would go out. So it actually is FF Fionn. Like, that's your full birth name? Cool. Never seen it like that. Sounds like Fionn. Fionn. Okay. See, here we would say that Fionn. Like Fiona. Fionn. Welsh name. Cool. My oldest daughter is named Rowan, which is Gaelic, and Rowan. And depending on whereabouts in the world, it's either spelt for like that's female spelling or male spelling. I mean, leftover pizza. My family, my husband and oldest had it on Tuesday. Well, I took my daughter for choir, so I'm having pizza for breakfast. I like to heat it up. My husband likes it cold. I like leftover pizza, but I just like to heat it up. I never really got into barbecue pizza or pizza with chicken. Yes, like my warning on my description: grab a snack, because we usually get to food. Good morning, Amanda. Pretty good. I got my haircut yesterday from a couple of girlfriends of mine. Put money together and got me a diva cut, where they cut each individual curl separate. It took, um, yeah, it actually took 3 hours, almost 2.5, almost 3 hours. So, thank you. It's the first time my hair is actually not all frizzy, and and I've been told I've been doing my hair wrong because I'm looking for low maintenance. As you can see, I don't wear makeup. I like my hair down in the winter time. In the summer, I just want to put it back in a ponytail or a braid. I couldn't. So where this my friend's hairdresser is in Perth, so it was like an hour away. I don't have data out there. Mm. This one has bacon, ham, and pepperoni. And the other one has donair meat, pepperoni, and onions. Well, the haircut and it wasn't necessarily cheap, but she spent literally 2.5 hours on me. So, um, it's about what you would get at like any of the fancier salons. But it was definitely worth it. And the way that if you cut curly hair like this, you don't have to go that often. Like, you can literally go once a year and not worry. Like before, like I always had to go at least twice a year. Well, most people go every like 3 or 4 months. No, and I did. I was hoping to try and color my hair to get my roots done before I went, but with Tuesday, like I was planning on Monday, was a crazy day. Even though I had nothing planned, I ended up being at the school, my kid's school, 4 times. So I first had to drop my daughter off because she was late. And then my other daughter needed Tylenol, so I had to go bring her Tylenol because she still has the elbow pain. And then I was at school. I had to pick up my other daughter's. No, I had to drop off a form that my daughters left here that was needed for course selection and stuff like that. And then I had to go, and so that was like an hour later that I got a call about them. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I had to go. My oldest daughter asked me if I could pick up her backpack because she was going to be going to babysitting, and her backpack was quite heavy with her shoulder, and she didn't want to drag it all the way there. I'm like, sure, I'm home anyway, so I went and picked that up and brought it home. Yeah, I mean, literally, I sat down for maybe half an hour. I did the live stream in the morning, and then that was it because I didn't sit down since then. And I was just like, I got absolutely nothing done that I had planned to do, and I was on the phone all freaking day with either doctors like Chio and the hospital and appointments and like today I was doing a live stream because I'm like, okay, well maybe I'll do my hair. No, I'm going to do a live stream, and then I'm hoping to go either get my blood work done before my mammogram because I got another mammogram again, or do it afterwards because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, which they kind of need the results for. So, oh, thank you, Food Forest Permaculture. Morning routine for me watching. Oh, thanks, Storefront. I appreciate the support and yes, I get to have a sex. So I got a call from them saying that um, they wanted a second one and do an ultrasound too, probably because of like extra fatty deposits or something like that. It wasn't too concerned, but considering my family history, I'm concerned. I'm always concerned. So yeah, at least the good thing is that it's literally within walking distance of my house. Both the blood work is at one, like it's about a 15-minute walk that way, maybe 20 minutes, and the mammogram place and the ultrasound is in the same building. Like it's going to be at the same time. It's like 15-minute walks the other way, so it's at least less inconvenient than my day at Chio on Tuesday. Oh my god, Tuesday was like a day from HE double hockey sticks. It was like I said, keep on saying my last name should be changed to Murphy because anything that could go wrong was going wrong. Not clear. Exactly. And it was my first one too, so I'm not completely um, too concerned that my friend I got my hair cut with yesterday. She said, "Oh yeah, I had the same thing last fall." Um, Hers was because she had a reduction and there was some scar tissue, and that had changed since the last time, which was like 5-10 years ago, and it came back nothing. Like it was just like, oh, they just wanted a double check or something. I'm like, okay, whatever. But it's not. It's always nerve wracking. Oh, thank you, Oreo. I got my hair cut. It's called a diva cut, where they cut each individual curl separate. Like it literally took 2.5-3 hours. So, and I was taught how to do my hair properly, so it's not all frizzy. I'm like, it only took me 43 years to figure that out. And I just made sure that my hair was still long enough to be pulled in a ponytail, because in the summertime my hair's still thick. So like, even though when I was brushing my hair I'd like lose hair from brushing because I'm ripping the hair out because my hair's curly and knotty when I use a brush. Um, but I still have like huge amounts of hair. Like it took forever to dry, even with the uh, the dryer. Like she put my hair in the dryer because she didn't want me to go out my hair wet, and for me to see how it should look once I do it at home. Pizza for breakfast. Breakfast of champions. Cup of tea, pot noodle, and watching you live stream while it's -5 here. It's snowing. Oh wow. Here it's 1 degrees, so it's just above freezing. I love when you eat pizza after you buy the next day and bake it in the oven. So I just put it in the microwave. I just heat it up in the microwave. I like to have the cheese still soft. My husband likes it cold, and I've eaten it cold, but I prefer it hot. Have you heard of the guy called, oops, the guy called One Pug Life? He's a Canadian YouTube. Lives in Inwood. Oh, I think so. I tend to seem to find Canadians. 50 Pizza is always the next. Let me see. He's called One Pug Life. I'll double check. I'll look for him. Maybe somebody else. Is that who you're talking about? He's doing some crazy stuff. Let's drive a lawnmower. Okay. Like Dukes of Hazzard. Okay. Keep it in the box and eat it cold next morning. Yeah, we put it in the box in the fridge. Um, and then if unless the box doesn't fit in the fridge, like so, a medium and a large box fits in our fridge, but an extra large doesn't fit in the fridge downstairs. It only fits in the fridge upstairs, and the one upstairs is always so packed it's like Jenga, or like what's the game where you have the pegs and there's balls and you have to move a stick and you hope that the marbles don't fall down. That's like my fridge. You move something out, you cross your fingers, hope things don't fall out at you. Because I tend to like do a Tetris type of stacking in there sometimes. Because again, there's just too much I put in there. And then the leftovers get put in there, because if I put them in the fridge in the basement, they get forgotten. No. I'm a guy, and I have a mammogram every 6 months. My left pec... Ooh. Wow. That. Yes. So I had my first one last week, okay? And it was like, it kind of felt like, the blood pressure arm thing on your boob. But it was more of the part, it's like ripping forward from you. That it felt like it was going to be ripped off. That's the part that, and I'm like, I don't know how girls or guys who have small breasts can do it, because there's not much to pull forward, and then you have to kind of like go into this weird position, like you almost look like one of those statues, and you can't look where the machine is, and it's like. So I'm lucky in that there's more to work with, that they can stretch or whatever, but it's not fun. Did they find out what the lump was? So that's the thing, is I don't like. There's no visible lumps for me, so I'm not necessarily too worried. But You could be in the other room because gravity. Exactly. But it's more of the lifting and stretching and separating. Hi, Abby. What are you doing? Okay. Hi, John's Paranormal. How's it going? Oh, exactly. I'm glad that it turned out to be nothing. Hopefully everybody grabbed their coffee and grabbed something to eat. Cool. What are you going to be filming, John? Very cool. Is it daytime there or nighttime?
When are you leaving for blood work?
In a bit.
And what are you eating?
I'm eating pizza. I still have one person sick at home. I had 2 people sick at home yesterday. But Abby's gone back to work.
Abby?
I said Daddy's gone back to work. That's who you hear me talking to in the background. It's my youngest.
Do you think I should try eating something besides soda crackers?
In a bit, I'll make you something, okay? Hi, East Dad. Well, that should be interesting if you can catch what you're looking for on camera in the daytime. I don't know, I think sometimes I've seen some people's videos and they can catch more activity or that in the nighttime. Me, I was worried. I was seeing some of those ladies in the waiting room. They looked worried. The ones I knew asked me what I was doing. I said, mammogram. Don't see too many. Exactly. You don't see too many guys getting a mammogram, but it can happen, and that's one of the problems is that sometimes guys will get breast cancer and wouldn't notice it until it's gotten past like the first stage or whatever, because they wouldn't go to get one. But at least there's now technology that can identify things early, and there's better treatments than when there was when my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer and stuff, which was like, wow. Let's see. About 28 years ago. Hey, socially obscure, how's it going? I'm going back to, before I go to the cemetery, I'm going back to the haunted antique shop with the spirit box. Cool. I don't know anything about paranormal stuff, so I've seen some people's videos and stuff like that. It looks cool. And I don't not believe in the spirit realm, but I also don't believe that the spirit realm can really like harm us type thing. Like I think that there might be ghosts and stuff like that that you could possibly see, but I don't think that they'll. I brought a Bluetooth speaker. Cool. But I don't think that it can harm us. There's some people that think they can harm, and I don't think so. Why did the ghost cross the road? Food, forest, permaculture? To get to the other side. Ha ha. That's a dad joke. I call the little semi-funny, definitely PG type jokes a dad joke. Because you're like, oh, it's a dad joke. Well, it's like my daughter always does. Guess what? And you say, what? And they say, chicken butt. Why didn't the skeleton go to school? Why? Didn't have any guts. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's a cute one. Double grown, yep. But at least it's PG. PG is good. Jen, my ducklings are trying to peck at your pizza. Here. Have a bite. Yum, yum, yum. Why did the tomato cross the road? Why? To catch up. Ha ha ha. And the other joke was, what room does a ghost not need? What? And then a living room. Ha. Okay. Hee hee. That's cute. Yes. No X-rated instant pots again. No. Yeah, that was like weird. Knock knock. Okay, East Dad. Knock knock. Who's there? Hi, Redneck Studios. I came by to show some love and hit that like button. Awesome. Thank you very much, Redneck. We're doing um, dad groaner jokes right now. Nobody who. Okay, I missed. There's no, no, nobody. Who's there? Nobody. Nobody who. Dot 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 dot. I don't get that one. What kind of pants do ghosts wear? Boo jeans. Okay, that's cute. got me, and it said that I fell for the. Yeah, I don't get. Well, other than nobody. I just. I don't know. I'm sometimes not very good at jokes and humor. I tend to. I'm not the funny one in the family. My husband is. But my humor has increased since knowing him. I'm sitting with them on the floor and they are listening to you and watching. They're obsessed with the phone. Yes. That's very cute. He's dead. May have gone off the channel. Essentially, knock knock. And nobody's there. Not dot dot dot. Okay, because I'm confused. Not enough coffee. Woo. Hook. Yeah, hook the duckies. Now, do they count as extra viewers on my channel? Can they subscribe? All what? 10 of them? Where do ghosts buy their food? Where do they go? Where do they go to get their food? Mm-hmm. Definitely need coffee. Coffee makes brain cells move. I find near the end of the day, around 2 o'clock, I need to have a coffee to get those guys going because they're like, I want to sleep. At the ghostery store. Okay, that's cute. I should have a stand-up comedy night where I read all of your comments. Then people will think I'm funny. Which I'm not. That's an uber dad joke too cute. Exactly. Like, see, I call them dad jokes because they're kind of like groaners or, you know, kid-friendly jokes. Because some of them there's some jokes that get, like, too out there. I figure, like, all dad jokes are good for all social circles. Unless you have no sense of humor. Got some pizza stuck on my tooth. But I'm going to eat that piece. The only thing I don't like about leftover pizza is the crust. It doesn't taste as good. I like eating the crust when we have fresh pizza, and then you can dip it in like either marinara sauce or if there's a dipping sauce. Personally, I like their creamy garlic dips. East Dad, you made us think. Too highbrow. LO. Had coffee better now. Well, I mean, it was a joke. I just didn't get it at first. Oh dear, Amanda, you forgot your lunch. Hopefully, there's a place nearby that you could buy lunch and that you have money to do that. Where do ghosts mail their letters? I don't know. At the ghost office. That's funny. Thanks for popping by, East Dad, and for telling jokes. 8 willow ducklings. Not in a row, but they are zooming around. As I just hate leaving work because I don't want to come back. But you said you loved your job, working with like mortgages and money or taxes or something. What is a ghost's favorite ride at the carnival? The roller coaster. That's cute. That's cute. Love it, but I also love being home and not working. Yeah, we do mortgages for homes, and that's it. Okay, because you said you did mortgages, and there was something else, and you're like, oh, that's exactly what I'd like to do. Or Maybe it was insurance. Mortgages and insurance? It had something to do with that. We were discussing it one of the live streams before. You're like, oh, that's exactly what I do for a job. I'm like, okay, cool. What kind of street does a ghost like best? Told you I like talking about money and budgets. Okay, probably that too. A dead end. Yes, that's cute. You're so full of jokes there, John. I'm a Dave Ramsey fangirl. Ah, yes. So I've just been starting watching a bunch of Dave Ramsey videos, and I've been watching more so people who do their his budgets and stuff like that. I like watching them. Socially obscure. It was funny, but man, the animal cruelty snowflakes freaked. Animal cruelty. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that video. Animal cruelty, my butt. Oh, that's strange. That's why, there's sometimes some videos out there, like parents doing stuff, and when I've seen a couple of the kids, it's fun with the kids and stuff, especially with the smaller kids, but then there's sometimes some comments that I'm like, oh my gosh, like, my parents let me go to the park when I was like 7 years old, by myself. Actually, my mom sent me, when she broke her leg, to across 4 lanes of traffic with my wagon and a note and money to pick up a case of beer and a carton of cigarettes from 2 different stores. One was the beer store, one was the corner store. The store owners, like the cashiers, called the house. My mom had broken, said she had a broken leg, she couldn't go, and she had the stuff, and called to make sure. And I picked up the stuff. I was allowed to buy those things with a note and walk across 4 lanes of traffic with a light to bring it back home. Because we lived in an apartment building. It was like, I was like 7, 8. And I'm like, so, I mean, now, with my kids, I didn't let my kids go to the park by themselves until they're like 8 or 9. But then even to the park across the street, like literally, I could sit in my kitchen window. In the spring, I could see the park, but in the summer, the trees, leaves, you couldn't see the park. I could see it. I could see where the park was, but not where the structure is. I'd have to go in my driveway. I could see it. But when my kids were about 8 or so, I would take them to the park, and then if I had to come home to go to the washroom or whatever, I'd come home and not have to drag them back. So I'm like, okay. And there's never anybody there. Like my park, if there was 5 kids there, that was a busy day. Usually there's like maybe one other, just because there's so many parks in our area. And now that this is it's a busy park during the daytime when school's on with daycare providers, because it's not a busy park other times. Like, it's only like the daycare providers like all go to the park at like 10:30, 11 during nice weather. But yeah, I mean, you know, people. But I see people doing similar things, like say on family, like a channel or whatever, and they're doing something that they're like, oh, they're picking up they left their kid at the course or whatever, and then the kid's still waiting, and they were stuck in traffic, and they were still waiting when the kid's like 9. And there's some of the comments like, oh my god, I'm surprised that the organizers weren't calling like child protection services or whatever. And I'm like, it was like a dance class. The parents were 20 minutes late because of traffic. They dropped them off for the class. They had to drop another kid for another chord, like somebody was doing a vlog, and then they came back and they were like 20 minutes late. And the comments below, it's like, oh my goodness. I'm like, wow, people are too much helicoptering parents. I mean, and overly sensitive. Yes, exactly. Especially like, I mean, I have to go check out your video because I doubt that it's bad. But they're farm animals. They're not, and you're not showing butchering of them. And there's channels that do that, and I respect them for doing that. It's kind of interesting because I'm a city girl, but and they put a fair warning on those videos because some people don't want to see that. I took it down, but I'll send it to you. Okay, sure. Don't ever take it down. Just put it private. Then that way you still have the watch time. You don't lose it. Or just turn off comments of that video and put it up there. People can't comment. You might get some thumbs down, but what sailors like to be chilled to the bone? A skeleton crew. Hee hee. That just reminds me of Jack Sparrow and Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Because that was a true skeleton crew. And I can't believe that the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie was about 10 or almost 15 years from the first one, because Johnny Depp hasn't really changed look wise. Like, what did you do? Drop into a vat of no age syndrome or something? What's a ghoul's favorite breakfast cereal? Cheerios? Rice Krispies, okay. Hi, Jono on the Go Vlogs. How's it going? We've been telling a bunch of groaner dad jokes. So far, they've been paranormal in theme. Yes. So feel free to send jokes. I'm reading them as they go. So whoever watches this not live could at least know what the jokes are. Versus me just going hee hee. Oh, okay, that's a groaner, because that's not. Sometimes I watch like some people's live streams after the fact, but if they're not talking about stuff or they're just responding to questions on the live stream and you don't see those questions, it's really hard to get into the live stream. Why was the mummy so tense? He was all wound up. That's cute. Jen Coffee, do you like French roast or bitey your hair on your chest blends or more smoother Central American? Back to food. Yes, I love all types of coffee. All types of coffee. Um, my coffee I drink every day is the Kirkland blend. It's a medium dark roast. Um, it's almost like an espresso type. I do like. I can get some of the cream. If I'm gonna go and go treat myself, sometimes I like the Cremo beans from the ones I can get at Costco. I can get them at the other store too, but they're cheaper at Costco. Yes. And it's just the regular, not decaf, the brown can. It's the best for the price. Um, but it's something cremo, so it's like it's also again I think a medium roast, but it has a creamy like when you grind it, like when you put the water in it, it's kind of creamier. It depends on my mood too. Like at church, I prefer certain groups when they're like they have different people making the coffee in the big huge percolator thing. Each um, each month is a different kitchen volunteers, and some months like we have coffee after church because well we're cool like that. We have coffee and tea and juice, and sometimes treats if somebody brings them in. Like usually after Christmas, that all of January, people are dropping off like the leftover cookies and candies and all that stuff that they don't want in their home. They're like, okay, here, have my church. Um, but some crews do their coffee very weak, and I'm like, it's kind of like not good. It's like brown water. I'm like, yeah, no. But I like it when they do it really strong because I'm like, even on the coffee cups, I always do 3 creams, like the creamers. And if I do 3 creams and it's too light, like it's all about the color of the coffee, then I know it's a weak coffee. If it's still dark and I need to add a 4th cream, then I know, well, this will definitely keep me awake. Yeah. But if I go to a coffee shop, I do like the flavor. So I have also for Christmas I got flavored coffee beans. I got eggnog and I got peppermint and I got I think probably pumpkin spice one. But I don't do just a coffee pot of just the flavored coffee beans because I found with those it's too strong. I do it with the flavored coffee beans, half of that and half like Kirkland coffee, like regular coffee, because then it's more coffee and a flavor. But some coffees, like I've tried chocolate raspberry beans and or coffee. That stuff is gross, in my opinion. Chocolate and coffee, not too bad. Chocolate, fruit, and coffee, not a good combo, in my opinion. Um, but if I go to like a fancy coffee place, I might get a mochaccino or like Starbucks. I'll get like a macchiato, caramel macchiato. So there's like caramel chocolate coffee. Um, but at Christmas time, I love their caramel brulee and their eggnog and their gingerbread and their pumpkin spice latte. I do like when pumpkin spice latte comes out, I do like a pumpkin spice latte, but I don't go there that often because they're expensive. I kind of the way I justify Starbucks. Usually I get money on my Starbucks card for Christmas by somebody, or I'll get like the Starbucks cards from Costco or whatever from family members, and then I load up my card. But I justify it as being like a dessert and coffee at the same time. I like chocolate and mint, or chocolate and caramel. That's not all thrown together. Like that would just be weird. I was gonna read some. What is Ghost's favorite fruit? Blueberries. Okay, that's funny. John Paranormal. That's cute. Nespresso. So the thing with Nespresso, they had like a thing at Costco, and I tried it. It was good, but like the machine is crazy expensive, and the pods are crazy expensive. Like I think they work out to be about $1 a pod, and I'm like that is expensive compared to like I buy just coffee and I don't want all the same stuff. Like my coffee maker does coffee and also can use the um, K cups, the Keurig cups, or it has a refill thingy that I could do an individual cup as well. And K cups I can usually get cheap at Costco if I wanted regular flavors like regular coffee, which I don't. I only buy the K cups of the flavored stuff. My husband found some like sample packages on Amazon where he got a whole bunch of different flavors. Also, I can get them cheap at this store that only sells like K cups and Nespresso pods, like only sells pods. You can pay like 50 cents each, and you could try flavors like that. So 50 cents for a coffee is not bad. Um, but then you can find which ones you like and then buy an actual box, which is cheaper. Um, my husband at work has a Tassimo. One of his employees has a Tassimo, so I pick up a box of Tassimo ones for him for at work when he wants one. But he likes it fairly. He likes the caramel. If anything's fancy, it's about just as caramel coffee. That's as fancy as it gets. Why is a bad cup of coffee the end of marriage? Because it's grounds for divorce. Yes, my daughter's one. I think last year for my birthday tried to make me coffee, but I have to show her more how to do it. Well, I've had it a couple times for my birthday or Mother's Day. They tried to make me coffee. One time they just put water in the coffee maker with the old coffee grounds. That was not good at all. And once they put the coffee grounds in the cup, again, not so good. Better than the old coffee grinds. Hi, Jen and everyone. Watching snowed in today to spending support. Awesome. Thank you, Transit Van Doors. Thanks for supporting. Yeah, you're snowed in. Whereabouts are you? I'm in Canada, And it's bright sunny and everything's freaking melting. I mean, it's just above freezing today. Yes, yesterday it was up to 10 or 12. I actually took off my jacket and walked around with my t-shirt. Starbucks double tall raspberry half was my drink of choice back in the 90s. Raspberry half, like raspberry coffee? I've never seen a raspberry coffee. I do like their teas though, their iced teas and that too. I still have a drip with a cone came back in style. Yes, they have come back in style. $1.25, but there are refills. I got my machine half. Yeah, because I saw the machines at Costco and they were like $400 at Costco, and I'm like, heart attack. Sorry. My machine that does coffee, because my coffee maker I had just a regular coffee maker. I had a fancy machine a few years ago, but then it died, or I broke the pot, and then the replacement pot was as much as a new machine. So I got just a regular, like, Proctor Silex, machine. And then it died. Broke a pot. Break a pot. And then this machine. So you only spend like $29 on a coffee maker. Maybe $39. This machine is a pot. My husband looked online because he's like, well, we were just going to go to Walmart and get another one. Because that's what's close to our house. He's like, well, let me look online. This one, there's a pot of coffee. Also, uses K-cups or a refill, like it has its own special refill pod thing. So you don't even have to make your own thing. So just you have to make sure when you put the K-cups in, you have to make sure they're pushed down. Well, but, so if I want fancy coffee or just one cup, I could use a K-cup, and I have a few. I found some K-cups, actually, at Dollar Tree, 3 of them for $1.25. And I tried the coconut one. It was quite yummy. If you like coconut. It was like coconut coffee. I'm like, this is a good combination. What do you call sad coffee? A depressive? Okay, that's funny. Okay, I like that. Raspberry flavored double shot espresso shot. Wow. I don't know. I can't do fruit and coffee. It just, to me, it's odd. They give promo at the Nespresso store, so free tumblers and cups. Oh yeah. Well, at least you have to get something for free for that price, right? They're not necessarily the cheap ones. Transit van. I heard that flights were cancelled in some parts of the UK and Scotland. Wow. Oh yes, I use half and half. Well, 10% cream. Like our cream up here is like 5% is light, and 10% is cream, and then 18% is whipping cream. I think. Or is there 35% is whipped? And then there's 35% too. Maybe 35% is whipping cream. Oh, maybe 18% is heavy cream. I always just get 10%. I can't. I can't do. Well, I don't buy whole milk. I only buy 2%. And even with that, my family doesn't drink enough milk that half the time it goes bad. Please be politically correct, wink wink. No, that's our milk. Our milk here is called homo milk. Homogenized milk. They literally say on the bag, homo milk. I'm not kidding. It's not racist or anything or prejudice or, you know, alternate lifestyle or anything. No, they just say it's called homo milk, and that's 2% milk, and we have skim milk. I'm really cheap when it comes to everything except for my Nespresso. Exactly. Like you have to have everybody has that one thing or a couple things that they won't budget on unless, like, it's in dire need. Orangetto is orange chocolate flavored. Ugh. Orange. Okay, my mom used to like the orange chocolates, and I used to get them. I could eat about one slice, maybe two or three, but that was it. That's the orange and chocolate kit. Do chocolate and fruit, except for like strawberries dipped in chocolate. Chocolate and fruit and coffee, like, but yeah, orange and chocolate, not my cup of tea. Some people do like it, not mine. Sanka. Sanka, I believe that's instant coffee. Or is there ground coffee for that? I hate instant coffee. um, because I've done camping, so I was a scout leader from Beavers for 2 years up to Scouts, and then my daughter was in Ventures. And I was still a scout leader with my other daughter. So three, no, there was four, three, three, 8 or 9 years. I was a scout leader, and there was lots of instant coffee. I didn't mind the instant coffees from Starbucks, the little individual ones, but the other ones were gross. And there was lots of like camp coffee where they had the coarse grind, and then you had on the camp stove, and then you get a lot of coffee grinds in your coffee. That was It was an acquired taste. But I definitely, after a little while when people were just bringing milk, I went and brought cream on camping because if I could. The summer camping was a bit harder to bring cream, but on the winter campings I could put cream in a mason jar and it would stay fresh. Like there was um, no refrigeration or anything like that. But uh, what kind of coffee was served on the Sanka? Okay, John. Okay, I thought you were saying that you liked Sanka. I missed the joke part of it. Sanka. Yes, that's funny. Put 10 goji berries in a grinder and fill with coffee beans. Tastes like Kona coffee. I have goji berries. Actually, I can. You can. My daughter wanted some goji berries, so I went to the grocery store, and I looked at the price of them, and I'm like, ugh, oh my goodness, how much are they? And then I was at the Oriental Market, and I got a bag, uh, like a bag like this of them, like what? There might be 2 cups of the goji berries in it for like $2. I'm like, in the grocery store they wanted like $5 for this tiny little bag. She saw it on one of those like taste eat videos or whatever, something with goji berries in it. So she's like, "Oh, get me some goji berries." And I bought them, and she hasn't made them anything with it yet. It's good because we are talking about oversensitive. Okay. Sorry, my internet went out. What I tried to say earlier is Dave Ramsey videos are my favorite, and they're literally all I watch on YouTube. You watch me though, Amanda. I'm glad I rank up there with your Dave Ramsey watching. I don't even know what a goji berry is. Yes, that's what she said. They're superfood, and she wanted them for making something like yogurt, and that. Same with shiitake mushrooms in Asian. Oh yes, exactly. I mean, I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you what I got and how much they were. Like they're cheap, cheap, cheap. live stream. I'm back. I was coming to show you a few things that I get at the Asian market that is much cheaper than anywhere else. So the dried mushrooms that we like for hot and sour soup, I get them for about $3 this bag. Huge bag. Okay. And then that's the goji berries. I'll show you the bag. I had opened it I tried something with it. So there's some still. I was putting them in here, but I want to put the dried goji berries. And that was like, I think it was $4 because I'm not seeing the 4 here. $4 for this bag. In the grocery store, this little size of bag was like $4. So, and this is the best price. Asian market, go for saffron. They had like, a little container like this, like little plastic thing for saffron at Bulk Barn. Okay, where we can get our spices, and it's like a gram of saffron, and they wanted like $5. Okay, see this? That was saffron. It was in a bag. I wrote down saffron, but I put it in a peanut jar. Yeah, tiny blocks to this amount. I paid $3, and I've used some. So, and it's saffron. Like this amount would be in for like $5. I paid $3. Asian market, big huge bag. Yeah, seriously, and that's Canadian prices. So your American stuff is probably even cheaper. Like $3. I think it was like $3.59 or something like that. So I'm like, so now I can do those yellow rices and the fancy stuff that they call for, so much saffron because it's expensive spice because it's hand picked by I think it's chrysanthemum petals in the middle or something. I don't know what it is. It's crazy, yeah. For paella, yes. So, well, that's why I picked it up was because I was making a paella, and I picked it up for that. No, I picked up just at the Best Oriental one. If you look at my January 31st New Year's Eve grocery haul, I went there. I showed a picture of this thing. It's on Hazeldean Road in Canada. But you could get the same thing at probably Coulon or T&T Crocus's flower. Yeah, I was going to say, this is one of those flowers, the inside petal things. Hi, retired and prepping. A couple of the berries fell, so I'm eating them. Because that goes with pizza, right? Okay, I'll let my... So yeah, if you're ever in Canada, if you ever want pizza, I could take you there and stuff. Or if you need it, I could pick some up. You grow it? Wow. But yeah, I don't know how they do it for this price. But it was like $3.59. Like, I mean, I bought this now about a year ago. But also, in the international aisles in the grocery store, like Freshco, is also where you can get really cheap spices like saffron, and that's cheaper than in the other place. Like, I picked up sumac there. I was going to get sumac at the store for a Middle Eastern dish, and they wanted like $4 or $5 for a little jar. I got like a bag of sumac for like $2. Again, that's another red spice that they use for like fattoush salad and stuff like that. Well, that's what I was using it for the crispy pita parts. Isn't that poison ivy? No, no, because sumac is, okay, I don't know if you have it, like here in Ottawa, we have these bushes. They have these long, red, fuzzy flower things, and then the branches are fuzzy. It's that plant that they somehow dry it and grind it. Paella will be beautiful in your new orange cookware. Yes, that's why I should make a paella. Only thing is oldest doesn't like seafood, so she would have all the other stuff like the chicken and the sausage and that. Yes, Abby.
What's that thing that you made with the sumac?
A feta touche salad.
And why didn't I hear about it?
That was a while ago. You had some when I made the Lebanese salad with the crispy pitas. I haven't made it for a while because, well, it's wintertime and Liz, I might make it. Because we do have some Liz. Liz here in the wintertime is not the greatest.
Do you have Tylenol?
Yes, it's right there on the table right beside your crackers. Two types. One will kill you and the other makes a nice lemon cold drink. Yes.
What will make our life nice?
Sumac. Well, the sumac is a spice. It's red. That's all I know. It has a little, like, lemony thing in it. Okay, so I'm not crazy that. No, well, I was going to say, I've never grown sumac, grown it, but the sumac that we have in the bushes here, the Syrian family that our church sponsored, yeah, okay, I can't verify if you're crazy or not, Amanda, so. She said, I'm not crazy then. So, how to tell them apart? Red, blue pill, blue pill. Exactly. Yes, I sell sumac in the food forest. So, I don't know if it's the same. Like, so here in Ottawa, actually, sometime I'll go by Tim Hortons in the spring. These bushes have the red. I was told that the red flowers, they're fuzzy flowers, and the branch is fuzzy. Because my daughter loves those branches because they're fuzzy. And we used to pick them all the time. And then when the Syrian family came here, they said that was sumac, and that because we went and picked up some sumac spice at Food Basics, so that they could have some spices that they were familiar with. Because also the ones in Food Basics were in the Middle Eastern section, so it also had what sumac is in Arabic, so they could know what it was. So we can, because they kept on saying what it was, and I'm like, well, what's that? And then we had to kind of use Google Translate and stuff. But then I found it in Freshco, which is more of a discounted grocery store too. They have an international aisle too, where they have like stuff from Holland, stuff from Germany, Middle Eastern, Indian, Asian, Mexican, Polish stuff. Like they have a lot of like the pickled sauerkrauts and like odd type pickle things, and meat and fish in tins, like sardines, but different flavors of them that I'm not familiar with. And I found it there in a big bag for like a couple bucks instead of paying like $3-4 for a spice jar of it. It's in the same. I had it from Ontario. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, the ones that they sell in the store are not poisonous. Taking you guys into Starbucks with me. Ooh, what you getting at Starbucks? Poison sumac will kill you. You make no mistake. Yes, but do they look different? I have to. Okay. Iced caramel macchiato. I had a regular caramel macchiato yesterday before my haircut because where the haircut place was in Perth, and there was no Starbucks there. My friend is a big Starbucks person. Let's see, poison sumac. Jen, much learning must be done on sumac before one goes and uses it. Yes. Well, that's why I get it from the store versus um, harvesting myself. Because I am not that good at identifying things like that. The bark is what kills you. Okay. Yeah, so this is the stuff that we have here, the non-poisonous. I'm like, that spikes up red. That's non-poisonous. That's the stuff. Touch any plant that might end my life. Yeah, that's the one with fuzzy branches, and it's grown all around where I live. But because I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was not. Well, I mean, I've picked it many times and I've never reacted to it. But yeah, the poison. This is not poisonous. Where's the poisonous one? They keep on saying this is not poisonous. I'm like, I want to know what the poisonous one look like. There we go. Maybe this one. So I guess that's the poisonous one. This has little green berries versus the big tall spire. Bye, Amanda. Have a great day. Thanks for popping by. See, that's the thing. I was like, yeah, I'm like, I try not to try and pick. Well, I don't eat things I know that they're not. I don't know what they are. Like dandelions, you can eat. Clover, you can eat. Lilac, you can eat if you want. Um, daisy, I think daisies you can. Crocuses, I think too. Um, but like any berries out there, I don't pick to eat unless they're raspberries. I know what they are, and I know what the plant looks like, and that's about it. All the rest, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna. As a kid, I used to go like when we were, what, we're bored in school, like where uh, there wasn't much play structures or playing on at recess and lunchtime. And at the time, we had 15-minute recess and then an hour lunch. Like so, you ate your lunch as quickly as possible. So you had like 50 minutes out there, and there's not much to do. So we used to go out into the field and pick clovers and eat the clover flowers because we were bored. The red one is used, but only the flower, not the stems, twigs, or bark on the good sumac. Yeah, yeah. That the red sumac here, like literally at my local Tim Hortons, um, it's it's growing like right by the drive-through, like it's a whole. It's blocking. It's like a sumac fence, and then there's a path from my house, well, the road from my house to Hazelden Road, the Castle Frank Road, all along the side there on the path is sumac bushes. Cool. Yeah, I have honeysuckle. I've eaten it. I have honeysuckle in my backyard. I keep on. Well, actually, I have that, and I have another invasive flowering plant. What's it called? The one that opens up in the day. It's purple. Brain went blank. Yep. I've picked off and I've said, oh, you can eat this. I'm like, okay. So somebody who is more knowledgeable than me told me I could eat it, so I ate it. I'm like, well, it's sweet, but it's not something I necessarily want to eat. I like onion and chives, the flowers off those. I love it when they actually go to that point, and I'll put that in a salad. Can't stay long, but I'm hoping everyone has amazing productive day. Well, thanks very much, Susie, Arizona, for popping by. Hey, is the chrysanthemum in tea in Asian restaurant the same one as does grow in Norway or a special one? Huh. Yeah, FFP would be probably the person to ask that question or answer that question. Bye, Susie. Got a message here. Sorry. Abby has both. Okay. Okay. There's many types of chrysanthemum. One must be careful. Are they not all edible? Unknown. You've been very knowledgeable, FFP. But I'm gonna have to let you guys go because I'm getting messages from my daughter's teachers because she's here. So I'm gonna give them a call and find out how to get the work she needs to get done. Because she's not feeling well. She's got. I think my husband had a flu. Like he was home all week. Yeah, I guess you'd have to research that a bit more to figure out which chrysanthemums are good eating versus unknown. Because I don't think that there's any necessarily that they're poisonous, but I just don't think that they're necessarily good to eat. Yeah, I hope so too, because she performs. Actually, she and her choir and a bunch of other children's choirs, children and youth choirs, are performing this Sunday at De La Salle for a fundraiser for the Grandmothers in Africa campaign, where the money goes to grandmothers in Africa to help raise their grandkids that the parents ended up dying of AIDS or HIV or war or whatever. So I'm hoping that she feels well enough to perform because she's been practicing really hard for it. But yeah, because right now she's not throwing up. She's just like very lethargic and tired and blah. Like yesterday, she only wanted soup, so she had soup for like lunch and soup for supper. And that's my child that can eat just like an adult. I mean, she's a teenager, so she's technically an adult. But, she's never the one that doesn't eat much. So for her just wanting like two things of soup all day and crackers was all she wanted. She slept the rest of the day. Like she literally didn't even come. Like she came down and ate and didn't come down. Like we usually when we have supper we eat and then um, we go we watch a show. And she didn't even want to do that. But she just stayed in bed. So I'm hoping that she fights this because my hubby went back to work today as he was off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and he was not feeling well all weekend. Thanks for another wonderful stream. Good luck at school, and yes, I hope she feels better and sleeps a lot. Yeah, well, she needs it too, because she's also dealing with insomnia as well, so. Yeah. Well, you have a wonderful day, everybody. And, I might be able to do a live stream tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be morning or it'll be more likely afternoon. Because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I have to remember when it was. I think it was at 10 or 10:30. I'm not sure. Well, you have a great day. Bye.